Hey guys, welcome back. So I love answering questions either in the comment section or if you put them straight to me on WhatsApp. I'm happy to answer them when I find time. I really love engaging. So I'm going to answer a question today from an agent who's actually practicing in Dubai. So if you're a buyer or a seller, it might not be very worth your while watching this video, but hey, stick around if you want to. It's a question from an agent. Show real fast. Okay, welcome back guys. So the question is from Kesser. He asks, hello sir, hope you're doing great. I need your advice if you don't mind. I was working in Dubai Hills in Business Bay, but I want to change my area. Can you please guide me where I have to focus now? I will really be thankful if you give me advice for this. Best regards, Kesser. Okay, so this is a typical situation of most agents in Dubai. Remember, Dubai is a maturing market. It's just hardly about 20 years old. Yes, there were the A-class brokers or real estate agents in Dubai before, but they were concentrated in the non-freehold areas. And, you know, they're the experienced gentlemen like, you know, in their 50s and 60s. Now, this advice I'm talking specifically to agents who are the newer, you could say, generation, or who've started their careers much more lately in Dubai. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. Now, this is a very, it's not a unique thing, but it's a very common thing in Dubai. What agents generally do is they will choose an area to specialize in, okay? And this gentleman, he's chosen 2 areas, okay? So he's chosen Dubai Hills and Business Bay, okay? Now, I don't know why he's chosen one of these areas. I'm not going to be able to get in there, but obviously he's saying he wants to change, okay? Now, just to give you a primer on both these areas, as an agent, you should be really thinking, Business Bay is a huge area, right? There's maybe about 100 odd buildings in Business Bay, commercial and residential. Dubai Hills Estate, a huge area, again, by a master developer, Emaar. So tons of opportunity, but the ocean in Dubai Hills, generally speaking, is extremely red, which means there's a lot of agents working over there. So this person's probably feeling the heat. He thinks that he's not making the amount of money he should be making in these areas, and he wants to then regroup, rethink, get some advice, and then retarget in another area of Dubai. Fair enough. One thing off the bat, these areas are so big on their own that any agent would not be able to specialize in 2 areas very easily. But I can understand why he might want to move out of Dubai Hills. The competition is very extreme and the inventory is really low at the present moment because Dubai's got a lot of visitors coming in. So most likely he's not getting enough stock to be able to sell, so on and so forth. But here's something that I'm going to say, and this is the biggest question that he should be asking. So the biggest question that he should ask himself is, why does he want to switch from these areas, okay? So there's a couple of reasons, okay? Is it away from home, okay? So some agents, they're living in a certain area and then the area that they're focusing on is too far, right? If you live on the border of Dubai, closer to Sharjah, and you're focusing in Palm Jumeirah, it's not going to work because just the one-way ride is about 40 to 50 minutes, okay? So is it too far away from home? Most likely not, but you need to consider this if you're an agent, right? So that you can easily, quickly do viewings, meet clients in the area, so on and so forth. Is it very far from home? Probably, maybe, maybe not. Another reason is, you know, maybe you don't like the food that you're getting. Maybe you're hanging around in those areas too long. It's anecdotal, but you get my point. Why is the question that you need to answer. Why do you wish to switch, okay? I'm going to give you another reason, which I personally think could be the most likely reason. It could be, you know, it could be something else as well. Maybe he's just tired of the area, right? He's probably, maybe, perhaps not making enough money or not meeting the dreams and the desires that he has wished for what he is in real estate, right? So he wants to make perhaps more money. As I said, Dubai Hills is extremely saturated. Business Bay is a completely different dynamic, different animal. So he wants to switch. Now I'm assuming this, he didn't state this in his question, but I'm assuming that it's because of money that he wants to move, right? Now I'm going to tell you something that's very critical and very, very, very important. Now the amount of money that you are making is not dependent on the following things. It's not dependent on the area. It's not dependent on this area. It's not dependent on how the Dubai market, the global market, the buyers you're getting, the lead generation that you're getting. It's not dependent on any of that. Do you know what's the number one thing or the number one person that the money that you are making is dependent on? Very, very simple, okay? Some people might not like it. Some people will love this answer for two reasons. Because you are the reason for the amount of money you're making. So now, some people will love this answer, and the reason they will love this answer is very simple. Because if you are responsible, then guess what? Who's maximum in control of you? You are, which means that you could easily change yourself. Well, refocus yourself. Let's not use the word change. You could easily refocus yourself to increase the money that you're making. Let's just add more for millions of dollars. Like, let's pretend that every single dollar sign here represents millions of dollars, okay? We put some Bitcoin in there as well, okay? Just for the heck of it, so that people don't feel that there's no Bitcoin, right? Okay, so now here's the thing. If you are responsible for the money you're making, changing the area might not help, right? Because at the end of the day, it's you who's responsible. So here's what I'm going to give you as real advice. That fine, look at this area, speak to other mentors around you, but stuff that you need to do to refocus your life. Refocus your life. And so that you can help yourself. Okay? Okay? This is super critical. Okay? Now I'm going to actually tell you exactly how you need to be refocusing your life. Okay? So hang with me, stick around. I'm going to write it down on the board. The number one thing that you should start is by branding yourself as a business. Okay? A lot of agents continue in Dubai and they feel that they're employees when they're not, because agents don't get paid any money, okay? So first thing you have to do is overcome that mentality and start doing research on how to create yourself as a business. Now, okay, you're not running a real estate company, but as an individual, also you've got clients, you have expenses, you've got fuel, you've got car costs, you've got money coming in and after sales are done. So you're technically a business. So what does a business do? Think Coca-Cola, think Apple, think IBM, think Nike. They brand and market themselves. I'm throwing big words over here. I'm not getting into the nitty-gritty of what marketing is, what branding is. YouTube has tons of information for you to be able to benefit from that. Brand yourself, market yourself as a first step. Remember, we're trying to change ourselves to be better, to refocus, to become extremely, extravagantly, copiously, massively wealthy, right? That's where the first refocus is on yourself. Number one. Number two, stop selling. I'm going to make a video on this and start solving buyers and sellers' problems. This is the most important thing that you need to do as a real estate agent. Real estate agents are too focused on the next big deal, the next small deal, next commission check. They should be literally growing in-depth expertise and knowledge in the real estate industry, in Dubai, anywhere that they're working, to be able to solve real problems. That's what your job is. Stop the selling mantra. You solve problems, you're gonna make a lot of money, okay? Number 3, talking about being an expert in your area, okay? So let's say, I've only given you 2 points on working on yourself. There's tons of points that you can focus on to grow yourself as a business. But let's say you do choose another area, then you have to become an absolute expert. I'll make a video, Deborah, remind me about this. I'll make a video on how to become an absolute expert in a particular area within a month to 3 months, okay? It's not that difficult. But if you're an expert in an area, guess what? You're gonna make a lot of money. I know somebody who had only 4 towers. These towers are called Olympic Park in Dubai Sports City. He had only 4 towers in Dubai Sports City, and you know, the guy used to make a lot of rentals, a lot of sales, you know, at what he wanted or what he desired. I don't know how much money he was making, but he was making decent money for what he wanted. And it was just 4 towers with approximately 1,000 apartments, right? He was so busy. Now, if you choose any area, definitely, as I already said, 2 areas you can't become an expert already, right? So already you're shooting yourself in the leg if you chose 2 areas. Now, if you choose another area, make sure it's 1. Make sure you are gonna go deep, becoming an expert. But guess what? If that area again becomes busy because it's easy money by a lot of other agents who give you a lot of competition, what are you going to be doing? Choosing another area? No, it's this that matters, money, right? For you, okay? Money can buy a lot of things, right? Including happiness. But who's responsible for that? You are. So what do you need to change? Do you need to change the area or do you need to change you? When you choose change, refocus, forget the word change. Changing is, anyways, refocusing is the word, okay? Refocus yourself. This will take care of itself. You will be inspired by the new area yourself. The inspiration will come once you start refocusing and understanding that you are a business. You need to think like a business, brand yourself like a business, market your services like a business, and then treat your clients like your customers, not just sales prospects, okay? Oi, hit the like, subscribe, bell icon, all of that stuff so that others can watch this video. Ciao for now. Okay guys, so thanks for watching. My name again is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 14 plus years. I started in 2006 in Toronto, Canada, and since 2007 I've been doing this in Dubai. I generally talk about real estate, your life, my life, and our path to allowing financial bliss coming to us. If you want to work with me, such as buy a property in Dubai, or you need general advice, you can hit me up on in the contact form below. If you've liked this video, I'd appreciate if you subscribe, press the bell icon, and hit the like button and share it with other friends. Ciao for now.